Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly vid. My apologies, we didn't have the weekend vid out. My YouTube channel was locked out, but that's been fixed. That being said, let's take a look at the SPY. We're going to see we're outside day to start the week with an aggressive move from the lows to the highs. There's your broadening formation, so you can draw right to left. How are we getting outside of this thing? Is our question. And what we'd prefer is like a gap down buy to go after that. If we go to the monthly, 3-2 month to start the year, that's really aggressive, something we would like to know about. If we go to the Qs, 2-2 month and up, so still good. The Dow Jones, not quite yet, but 2-2 on a Tuesday with the financial sector setting up to take this out, which takes the week up and could take the month up. So Dow Jones, I'd like to know about that. IWM, slight 2 down, also closer to the hammer week 3-3-1-2 Chicago. Still a little bit weaker, but 2 up month. So we got everything setting up there. To start the week off, we see things in the financials, 3-2 month up, inside a week and up here. So they're going for triangle expando, something we would want to know about if we can get outside of this stuff. Anytime we're above here, which is going to be 52.04. You're going to see Morgan Stanley, which would have been weekend video, 3-3-1-2 Chicago. Also at the top of its triangle, so we'll be mindful of that, but maybe we get expansion. Goldman Sachs, momentum, inside week and up. Would have been the night or the weekend vid name as well. Up in there. BAC, little weaker, but 2-2 on a Tuesday would reconfirm the rest of the financials. We are in the middle of this triangle, so just be aware of the chop shop we're experiencing. We go to Wells Fargo, also inside week to the upside, 2-1-2, with a 2 up month and just 2 up year. Expando of these guys. So you've got a lot of financials in there. Haven't looked at the insurers, but not seen Allstate really doing much. Progressive, we got no setups, but it's still working its way up. Go to Aflac. You can see potentially 2-2 day closer to the inside week and up, still an inside month. So there's one insurer in there setting up. The other thing we did note to start off the week is if we go and take a look at Staples, you're going to see the gap down buy for the rev strat, 1-2-2 on a Tuesday, which tells you to look at all the names we've already been looking at. PM, which is inside day. We'd prefer them tick down first, then go after it. If we get a Coke, potentially 3-2-2 with the monthly 3-2 going, confirming last week's inside week and up. If we go to Pepsi, potentially the 2-2 on a Tuesday for the 3-2-2 reversal is, you're going to see slight equal lows here. So not the lower low we would like to see, but still 2-2 on a Tuesday, potentially. Tells you maybe MO, which not so much. Tells you maybe Kraft Heinz for the 2-2 day to do a 2-2 week above this, 29.66. And if you've been trading MDLZ, the 2-2-2, I'd like to know about that, because we had this 2-2-2 to buy it, rallies up 6%, and then this one might do the same thing. You still have this outside month reversal, and you are reclaiming big levels in here. So the next level to reclaim is this. You'll notice the 2-2-2 day causes us to reclaim that level and start going back through these guys. So I really like to know about that. And just to get the list up in here. All right, so here's your list in here. We can also take a look at our yearly guys, see if those are setting anything up. Get an OKLO. Maybe they set something up in here, but I'd prefer to let them triangle out first. You can see, kind of chop in the middle there. If we go to Zoom, momentum hammer, 2-day inside bar pattern here. So Zoom, we'll put a star next to that on the list for tomorrow. We go to Baba, nothing, just slight corrective activity. Shopify, momentum hammer, 3-2 month. So shop would be Momo. We go to Affirm, nothing there either. As far as last week's concerned, things like T still going. We bought this up in here and all the way up they go. So we'll see if they come back tomorrow, get more. Verizon sets up the 2-2 on a Tuesday. VZ confirms T. And Verizon also has the 2-2 monther back through this baby in here. So we'd like to see go up there, Verizon. If we go to Starbucks, potentially the 2-2 to confirm the monthly continuation, quarterly continuation, yearly rev strat. So Starbucks in there will also be 2-2 on a Tuesday. And let me see in here, FedEx, little bit of corrective activity. UPS wasn't as fortunate, but essentially 2-2 on a Tuesday. So we still have that going from last week as well. That covers most of what I wanted to talk about. I can take a look and just see if there's any signals we're missing quick. The only other setup that I forgot to mention was Lulu, which is potential 2-2 on a Tuesday, bottom of this really big triangle. So this is something we want to know about. Above 372.97. So we'll have Lulu adding it to the list with the white girl stock Starbucks. Normally that tells you things like Ulta as well, which hasn't been the best one as of recent. Maybe we'll make that lower low again, then we'll try them again. But let's see, Nike can also be a part of those guys. Yeah, Nike's having a good week. Has been higher. You can see these pivots we could potentially come back through. So we'll see Nike as a sympathy play with continuation for the Strat Attack weekly up, two up to start the week. If we get a gap down by tomorrow, we could go after that, potentially back to the upside. Outside of that, we can add the other continuation names here. Nike, John Deere. So you're going to see 3-2 week, an explosion causing 3-2 month with a 3-2 year. So we can look for those 3-2s because this can happen. Zoop all the way up in there and then inside and then keeps going. So we'll see if they come back again. Normally that can tell you things like CAT, but not so much. Maybe Tractor Supply Co., which is up a little bit as well. Closer to a 3-2 month momentum hammer. So we'll see. But that's about all I've got for you guys in tonight's vid. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next.